Hello and welcome to Hype Live's YouTube. So today I'm going to be showing you 3 different ways you can create cars in Minecraft. First I'm going to show you the easiest, most simplest method. Then we're going to move it up a bit harder on the scale of building. And then we're going to end it with what I like to think is one of the hardest car designs you can do that will fit on a standard looking road. And let's go over to Minecraft. Today on Minecraft we are going to be learning how to make 3 different types of vehicles. First we're going to start with the most simplest vehicle we can make. Then we're going to move up in difficulty. So with all cars we always start with the base, we start with the 4 tyres, and then we're going to use a combination of blocks, stairs and slabs to build the rest of the vehicle, building the roof, the sides, the bonnet and the boot. We add some buttons to the tyres just to give them a bit more depth and a bit more character. We're going to use some picture frames to make the headlights. We'll put some white blocks inside them just to represent the shining light coming out, and then we're going to add a personalised number plate to the front of it. We're then going to come to the back and we're going to do exactly the same thing, except for instead of white lights we're going to use red lights to represent brake lights, and that's all you need to do to make the most simplest of vehicles in this game. Now if you have played Minecraft before, you already know that there are many ways to create everything, and the more time and the more detail you put into them the better they look. Hence why we're now going to try and build a moderately harder car. So first we're going to start with the tyres, then we're going to do this stacking technique where we can get a slab floating in the air. We delete the block underneath and then the slab will then be laying there ready for us to put these upside down stairs. We do that on all 4 sides, then we delete the slab on top. This is the way I find easiest to have the stairs in this pattern. Now we're going to add some more stairs to the front of the vehicle, and we're going to put one of these furnaces, or ovens as some call them, on the front with some slabs underneath it, and of course the personalised number plate. To then build the sides we're going to put some more blocks down, using slabs again to add like a skirting to the bottom of the car. And of course don't forget the button on the door just to represent a handle, which we didn't have on the easier, simpler car. Coming round to the back, we're going to build the back up a bit by adding some blocks and some more stairs to it. Adding some slabs underneath to represent a bumper, and of course what goes on the bumper? The personalised number plate. Adding some buttons makes it look a bit more like a boot. We're also going to add a bit of a floor to this one. The good thing about the floor is it's not actually touching the floor, therefore we can add some carpet on top of it. The carpet just gives it a bit more of a textured design. Now we're going to add the glass, we can add the windows in. We're going to put some carpet down on the front to make the bonnet stand out a little bit more. Obviously on top of the furnace or oven you do need to crouch when you're placing the tile down, and then we can put the rest on top of the glass to make it look more like a roof and not just a glass block. And there you have it, a moderately harder car to make, which I think already looks 100 times better than the simplest car you can make. Now we can move on to something a lot more harder. The car we're about to make is a lot more difficult, but it looks so much better. So first we're going to start off exactly the same, putting the 4 tyres down, making sure you space them out correctly, count the blocks between them. We're going to add some slabs to the front for a bumper, and on this build we're going to use some red bricks, some red slabs and some red stairs. We're also going to fill some of the gaps in using some of the black that we use for the tyres, just to add a bit of detail to show the doors. We're then going to use some slabs, making sure they're floating half a block off the ground. That way you've got a bit of clearance underneath. Adding some stairs to the sides. These are representing the doors on this build. Then we're going to add some red stairs either side of them, followed by some blocks at the end. Then we add some stairs to the back just to represent the boot shape, giving it a nice rounded edge. Well, the most rounded you can do in Minecraft anyway. Alright, now onto the glass. We're going to put the glass along the sides and across, going down towards about halfway down the back. This is just to represent the windows on the side and the windshield at the front of the car. And then using the same bricks, we're going to put the roof on the top of the car, bringing that, we're going to have a bit of an overhang at the front and a bit of an overhang at the back. As you can see here, it's 1 block in front of the actual glass itself, and then we just pop the block there just behind the black one on the bonnet, and then we're going to put the overhang on the back, come round to the front, we're going to put the personalised number plate on, as always Hype Live. Then using some picture frames we can make the headlights. This time I've gone for the glowing stone just to better represent headlights, and also a little ornament for the bonnet just for a bit of detail. Then we come around to the back. This is where we're going to add the trailer. So first we're going to add the metal bar that goes between the car and the trailer, and then we can start building the trailer. The trailer is fairly simple. We start off by adding the base. We're going to use the slabs, which are meant to be half a slab off the floor. Then we're going to add the tyres, put a floor down, and then we can come around and we can build up the sides. Just going to use a simple black. I do actually change this to a black wall, just so there's a bit of a different colour between the walls and the tyres. Now, I have left a gap there for some glass, windows and a door frame. Here we go, I can put the windows in here, window in here, and then we can come around here and we can put a door there. Once we've got that on, we can now build the roof. The roof will just be the red brick slabs, again going all the way across, covering the entire roof. We can then come around the back. We can add the picture frames again to make the brake lights. Obviously we're going to put the personalised number plate on the back. Hyped Alive again. And then obviously just to finish it off, we quickly add some buttons to the wheels and bish bash bosh. There you go. That is the easy, the medium and the hard car built in Minecraft. Now obviously there'll probably be loads of things you'd like to see me build in the future, and we will get round to all of them. But if you've got any recommendations, do leave them in the comments. But before we finish up on this video, I had a little idea. We can go inside this little caravan at the back and we could add a bed. Maybe if we made it a bit longer or a little bit wider, we could have added some more details to it also. Now I tried to keep this video as short as possible just so I can show to you how easy they are to make. Obviously I have made them before, so I'm probably going to be a little bit quicker than yourself. But just re-watch the video, pause it where you need to, and just copy what I do step for step. But remembering, you can change the colours of the blocks. You don't need to keep them to what I've done. But for today, that's me done. Make sure to like and subscribe and to ring that bell. And let me know down in the comments what you'd like me to do a tutorial on next. Until next time!